Hey guys, it's Taylor Wade. I'm going to give my review of my Grizzly Industrial Radial Drill Press 12 speed. This is the model G9969. Yeah, I scored this thing off of Craigslist about a year ago now, probably. A couple of guys went together on a business for machining gun parts, and they thought this is what they needed, but when they got it, it was not what they wanted. So I think I picked this thing up for like, I want to say $350, which is, I mean, like I said, brand new. I mean, they put it together. I think they drilled like one hole and was like, man, this is not what we need. And they sold it to me. I was ecstatic. So yeah, what it's sitting on is something that I built. Down there I need to find another piece of diamond plate to finish my standoff, but basically this is where I just hold my drill bits and stuff. Chuck, I don't know what's in that one. 3/8 drill. I built that stand because as of now, I don't think they currently offer a stand by Grizzly for this model drill press. Because as you see, this is the base of the drill press, and this is the top. So that thing right here is only about 40 inches tall. So he doesn't go on the floor. So I didn't really know exactly what they built it for at Grizzly. What was their main purpose and their main, buyer. I don't know who they were trying to sell these to, because you got to have one hell of a bench to fit this thing on. Let me see here. About 41 inches long. So I just rounded up some scrap angle iron and built this stand and wrapped it with some, like, I think it's 1/2 inch plywood, and built this. Let me see if I can look in here, kind of look at the construction a little bit. Oh shit. But yeah, just some angle iron, and I got two 80-pound bag or 60-pound bags of Satcrete to kind of keep it from rocking back and forth. But yeah, so that's the custom stand I made, and I went to probably 10 stores to try to find some paint that will match the Grizzly color here. It's almost like a hammered type of finish, and I ended up finding something that was pretty darn close. So if I just get me another piece of diamond plate, I could finish that drawer, or that, whatever you want to call it, make it look pretty good. But back to the drill press. It's a nice drill press. I mean, for what you're, I don't know, for what I paid, I guess if I had to pay retail like $700 or something, I don't know if that was, I don't know, I'd probably just rather have a floor drill press, and I wouldn't have to worry about building this stand. I don't know how much money I had in that stand, but yeah. But as you see back here, there's two locking bolts and nuts right here that clamp onto the housing here. I think that's a 15/16 of an inch that loosens those, and this basically, you just hand crank this, and that will start jacking up the press to drill taller item or whatever you want to drill. But I usually keep it at the lowest position because I don't drill anything that tall. And then right there, I'm not really quite sure what size nut that is. It's a locking nut within a bolt. You undo that, and you undo this one right here. I kind of bent that one actually, and that's what gives you your 40 to 45 degree cutting ability on left or right. which is pretty cool. I hadn't had a chance to use that on a project yet, but looking forward to using that one day. Then these two little levers here, little whatever you want to call these. I got that one tight. That allows your drill press to swing, which I don't know if you really need it, but it's because you know you want to keep it right there square and center, so I don't know. I believe it's like a 3-inch depth on your lever there. And then up here is where you can easily change out your belts. That thing's, well, there you go. You seen it right here live here, folks. That little tack wheel just busted on this cheap Madeley cover here. It just popped right off. What the heck? Well, yeah, you can see 12 different speeds. Right now I think I have it set on 1160 RPM, which is kind of, you know, mid-range speed, but basic steel or using a Forstner bit, whatever. The biggest complaint I have with this drill press is, and I hope somebody out there can answer the question in a comment. Here's a vise, cheap vise, but this table is like 2 inches tall that I had to build. That just fits right there in the locking grooves there. If you have some type of vise that you can clamp down or whatever, but okay, the drill is at the lowest point it can go when you crank down on it. It's at the lowest point you could put it here too, and I have a fairly long bit in there now, and it's sticking out about 3.5 inches. When you go to your lowest position, and I'm down as far as you can go, you're not at the table. Like, you're nowhere near it. Let me see if I can measure this right here. Hold on. I know the camera's all over the place. Bear with me. It's hard to... I'm saying about 3 inches. Okay, so you're 3 inches away from your, whatever you want to call it, feed table, whatever, from hitting anything. And that's with a fairly long drill bit. So what if you had a tiny little drill bit, you're trying to do something real small? I mean, you can see you were so far away. I mean, even with this thing I built and a vise, you're nowhere near close. Like, I don't know what their purpose was for these. Like I said, if I had to pay retail, I would not have bought this thing. Looking at it now, I'd probably sell it, because first of all, you have to build some very, very heavy stand just to use it. You just can't throw it on a bench top and just go with it, or you can't just put it in the corner of the shop and then have a, you know, like a regular drill press has a pedestal or whatever. You have to sit there and build your own table for it, and your workpiece, you have to build your table up just to, you know, use your workpiece. I hope somebody out there could tell me what their, you know, if there's another way I can help it out or do something, because I just don't see the purpose of even having this drill press, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't know, unless you're just drilling nothing but big items. But if you're starting to do small, delicate, you know, small holes, your drill bit's going to be about right there or so. You're going to have you have to bring your workpiece up 8 inches just to drill a small hole. So yeah, that's my review, a little review in my drill press, Grizzly G9969 radial drill press. My little stand that I built too. But yeah, man, comment below if you guys experience with this this drill press and what you think about it. And yeah. Appreciate it. We'll see y'all later.